What is going on, everyone? Thank you. Welcome back. The Boom-BapHistorian with yet another album review. And this one's going to be slightly different. I'm just going to run through the 11 or so tracks. Not a huge breakdown, but I will tell you, this is an album that was never on my radar. I wasn't sure of these guys. No idea where they came from. Came up in my feed. This album came out January 31st of 2025. Draper Calloway. Welcome to Hubs. And this is a producer, the Kid Flames, I believe it is, from Dallas, Texas. And Cab Johnson from New York is the lyricist. What caught my attention was the album cover. It looked fresh. And again, I never heard of these guys. It just showed up in my feed. This is just straight up 11 tracks of really dope hip hop, very introspective. It's a pretty mellow sounding album. This album, for me, when I heard this record, the first album that came to mind, and I'm not saying these guys sound like those guys, I'm not saying they are those guys. It reminded me of the group Hard Knocks that hit School of Hard Knocks that came out in the early 90s, where the album cover had the dude sitting at a desk with hoods on, and you put the record on, and for the most part, it was a very mellow sounding record, and that's pretty much how this sounds. But this album is extremely dope. It's one that if you haven't heard of Cab Johnson, he does have other projects out. So if you go to his Bandcamp page, he has other projects out. But he hooked up with the Kid and put out this. This is a 4-mic album, another one that is superior to everything else I listen to. And the main reason why some of these get the 4 as well, because it's not just the first listen, it's because of the replay value of these records. And as soon as I bought this, I also listened to this like 4, 5, 6 times in a row while I was just kind of doing some gaming and stuff. And it's just a really dope project, man. So I'm just going to run through the track list real quick, because when I originally did the review, I didn't write down any favorite tracks, but I really couldn't come up with a favorite tracks. I just liked all of them. So it starts off with the intro, which is New York Design, followed up by Welcome to Hubs. Track 3 is Just That Nice. Track 4 is Groovin'. Track 5 is Landlocked. 6 is Draper's Vibe. It's an interlude. 7 is Retrofitted. 8 is Professional Services. 9 is Rotisserie. Biz as Usual. 10 is Never Ever Compromise. And then This Is What We Do finishes out the album. It's a pretty short listen because really it's 11 tracks minus those 2 interludes. And for the most part, most of the tracks, even the lyrical content tracks, are generally under 3 minutes long. There's only a couple that are over that time frame. And this album here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it, but if you go to Bandcamp and you purchase this record, because that's where I purchased it from, they actually have vinyl. And so if you're into vinyl, you can go to their page and you can purchase their vinyl, and I believe it might come in different various forms of color. It looks like they have a black and a green vinyl. It does show still it's for pre-order, like I said. It says, I guess the green one is sold out, so they still have the black edition. But that is on their Bandcamp page. And what's cool, if you never really buy stuff on Bandcamp, you buy the physical copy, you automatically get the digital download into the app immediately. So once again, this is Cab Johnson and the Kid Flames. Welcome to Hubs, also known as Draper Calloway. Again, my recommendation, go to Bandcamp. You can stream it, but purchase it, man. Put the money down. I didn't check to see if it's available on other platforms. I would imagine it probably is available on iTunes or YouTube Music and the other streaming platforms. But then you can also go back and listen to some of the projects that Cab Johnson has put out. But this is just a very smooth sounding, dope hip hop record. Very much for the vibe content, I think, is what this one kind of pushes for. But it's just extremely dope. You will not be disappointed. So go out, stream it, buy it, come back, hit me up. Let me know what you thought of this project. Again, this is Draper Calloway. Welcome to Hubs. 4 mics, extremely dope. High replay value. I believe it's another album you will not be disappointed for, because if I felt you would be, then I wouldn't be wasting my time with an album review on it. But these guys are extremely dope, so go out, support them, spend some money, and purchase it. Other than that, stay tuned, like, subscribe. I'll see y'all soon. More reviews coming. All right, later.